Hello friends! The invasion of monkeys always brings incessant threats. According to the California Department of Environmental Protection, the state is facing a significant challenge as the number of monkeys within its borders continues to increase. Current estimates suggest there are approximately 5,000 monkeys, but there are worrisome locations where this number could reach up to 10,000. If you are ready to explore this issue with me, please leave number 1 in the comments section below. These monkeys, originating from Africa, are becoming an increasingly serious issue. This species of monkeys originated from ancient primates, living about 50 million years ago. They evolved from tree-dwelling apes and gradually adapted to life on the ground. Currently, there are more than 260 known species of monkeys, mainly distributed in tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Monkeys are omnivores, capable of consuming many different types of food, depending on the food sources available in their habitat. Scarce wild monkeys have been moving from forest areas into urban areas in search of food. They climbed over barbed wire fences to enter the city. They even climb onto pedestrians to move more easily. This strange traveler not only wanders through city areas, but also enters residential and agricultural areas, causing a series of serious problems. The appearance of these monkeys has created chaos on the streets. They often appear on the road, causing unfortunate traffic accidents, making travel difficult and dangerous for traffic participants. They do not hesitate to knock on car doors to ask for food. Not only that, they also cause losses to farmers by eating important crops such as bananas, apples, and fruits. Moreover, they also attack and snatch food, backpacks and bags from passers-by in search of food. He even carelessly played with the girl's hair when he met a girl with brown hair passing by. Although people have tried to chase them away in many different ways, the problem still exists and is becoming increasingly serious. Many states in the United States, such as Florida, use hunting methods to deal with the problem of monkey infestations. California does not support the use of hunting to exterminate monkeys, as they consider it inhumane and can harm animals in a society where environmental protection and harmony exist. Between humans and nature is considered a top priority. This reflects California's respect for the environment and its animals, as well as its commitment to peaceful and sustainable approaches to the monkey problem. This scene has caused long-distance collisions, causing damage to people and property, especially on arterial roads connecting many cities. The appearance of monkeys on the road blocking traffic for hours not only causes congestion, but also instills fear in traffic participants. The increase in monkey invasions in California stems from local people's habit of feeding them. It may have initially been a benevolent act of providing food for the monkeys, but in fact, this has created a favorable environment for their development and adaptation to life in the city. To prevent this situation, the government had to intervene with many measures, including dealing with human behavior in feeding monkeys. California law prohibits providing food to wildlife, including monkeys. Violating this law can result in a fine of up to $1,000, a prison sentence of up to 6 months, and damages. Measures such as installing electric fences can be implemented in high-density locations where monkeys often appear to search for food. This is aimed at reducing the risk that monkeys pose to humans and keeping the city more peaceful. Electric fences, with a wire connected to an outside power source via a transformer, are often used to protect boundaries that you want to keep safe. You can customize this fence by adding a barbed wire to the top. However, this still requires a nearby electrical connection. To ensure fence installation is done properly, you need expert knowledge of the process as well as the factors that affect the longevity of the fence. Although electric fences can last up to 20 years if installed and inspected regularly, there are factors such as weather conditions and power outages that can reduce its lifespan. This is especially important, so owning a backup device is necessary to ensure safety. Iron cage traps are an effective method to prevent the entry of monkeys into agricultural and residential areas. With sturdy construction and escape holes at the top, but no exit at the bottom, this trap prevents monkeys from escaping once they are caught. This helps protect plants and minimize damage caused by them. Non-cage traps not only bring economic efficiency by reducing the cost of preventing and treating problems caused by monkeys, but also help minimize the risks they bring to farmers and communities. According to a report by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, the number of monkeys in California decreased from about 4,000 in 2010 to about 2,000 in 2023 after cage traps were deployed. Local people often transport captured monkeys to veterinary facilities for treatment. Disinfection centers are set up to prevent outbreaks of harmful organisms in the city. During this process, equipment and tools also need to be cleaned and maintained properly to ensure safety. Using advanced medical instruments such as skin separators and precision machinery is necessary. The sterilization process requires care and good technique. Before performing minor surgery, the monkey will be anesthetized and their whiskers will be cleaned to facilitate the surgical process. The use of precision and advanced medical instruments helps ensure the sterilization process is safe and effective, while minimizing the impact on the monkey's health and behavior after surgery. Use the skin separator to create a thin layer in the surgical area. Then use precise technique to perform sterilization by removing the fallopian tube. The procedure takes approximately 10 minutes per case, including preparation and post-operative time. After that, the monkey is returned to the natural environment or transferred to conservation areas for care. Instead, Californians prefer to look for solutions that protect the environment and reduce monkey invasions in a humane and sustainable way. These methods include improving monkeys' natural habitats and increasing public education on how to live in harmony with wildlife. This reflects an awareness of the environment and animals, as well as a desire to build a community that lives with nature in a sustainable way. Do you support California's policy? If so, please leave number 1 below in the comments section. Texas is the largest state in the United States, with an area of more than 268,000 square miles. Its terrain is very diverse, including deserts and forests in the Plains Hills, most of the plains of Texas. The Texas Plains being one of the most fertile agricultural lands in the United States. The wild boars of Texas often forage in the plains, where they can find abundant grazing grasses and crops. The western part of Texas is mountainous. The southern and southeastern parts of Texas are home to wild feral hogs, and deserts are also frequent in these areas. East Texas, in particular, is a heavily wooded area where berries and other plants abound. Wild boar growth has been evident in these areas. Feral hogs are found in all 254 Texas counties, but they are most concentrated in the east central and southern regions. This is a very fast animal and can run away from traditional hunting methods such as hunting on foot or hunting with moving vehicles. You will encounter many disadvantages in many different types of terrain when hunting on foot. In mountainous areas, hunters can face many dangers and waste energy when moving on foot. Helicopters provide a fast and flexible means of transportation, making it easier for hunters to track and shoot wild boars. Wild boars often live in remote and difficult to reach places. Helicopters can help hunters reach hard-to-reach areas more easily. Wild boar hunting campaigns in Texas often use helicopters to detect and shoot feral hogs. Pilots are trained to identify wild boars and use sniper equipment to shoot them down before they have a chance to run away. Before boarding, hunters need to ensure they have all the necessary licenses and permits to hunt. They should also check the weather forecast to ensure that weather conditions are suitable for flight and hunting. Choose a pilot who is experienced and trained in helicopter hunting to ensure safety and effectiveness during a wild boar hunting campaign. Pilots play an important role in assisting hunters in their search for wild animals. They help identify areas rich in wildlife and ensure flight safety. Hunters' vision is used to pick up signs such as footprints, droppings, and noises of wild animals. At the same time, hunters need to be fully equipped with equipment such as sniper equipment, scopes and helmets to ensure safety and effectiveness during hunting. Hunters should always remain safe and responsible, knowing their location and that of others in the flight area. Flying at lower altitudes provides clearer visibility, making it easier to spot wildlife moving slowly through the air. This provides enough time to process information and make informed decisions. In searching for daytime wildlife, hunters can focus on areas with trees or structures that create darkness for observation. Texas, with its diverse wildlife, is an ideal destination for helicopter hunting trips. With preparation and experience, hunters can develop into effective helicopter experts in wildlife hunting. The Texas Feral Hog Campaign has proven to be an effective method of managing feral hog populations, with the successful removal of approximately 50,000 animals in 2022. This initiative has gained confidence and knowledge of the terrain and the skills needed to make a significant breakthrough in influencing the wild boar population. The cost of the campaign is split between farmers and contractors. Farmers typically pay for aircraft and pilots, while contractors are responsible for ammunition and other costs. The average cost for a wild boar hunt is about $500, but can vary depending on the size of the hunting area, the number of wild boar captured, and other factors. Although this campaign has minimized damage to crops and the environment in the state, with such great costs, farmers and contractors need to consider carefully before participating in these hunts. What additional measures does Texas farmers need to take to deal with the problem of feral hog hunting? And are there other solutions that can be adopted to optimize population management? Let's explore more interesting content in this entire video. Invasive beaver rats, originally from South America, have been introduced to many areas of the world, including the United States, Canada, and Europe. Its initial appearance in the United States in the 1800s quickly spread to many other areas. Invasive beaver rats can have significant negative impacts on the environment, from destroying vegetation, causing landslides, to polluting water sources. In particular, they also have the ability to compete fiercely with native animals. To control and manage beaver populations, trap and weed trap methods have been widely used. One of the effective methods is to use weed traps. This method is simple. Taking advantage of the beaver's curiosity, they will get caught in the trap when trying to eat their prey. Beavers often move along the banks of rivers and canals, where they search for food. Placing food traps in strategic locations is an effective way to catch them. However, during this process, being careful to avoid injury is important. Ensuring the trap is securely pinned on the bank is important to help deal with the difficulty of beavers getting caught in the trap, and also to ensure the effectiveness of the trap. Areas such as Snow Mountain have unique terrain and appearance, posing many challenges for the local environment and native animals. Beaver rats can compete with native animals such as hunting dogs, attack livestock, and pose a threat to local predators. One of the most effective ways to control coyote populations is to use fawn traps. This trap works by clamping down on the coyote's legs as they try to eat their prey. To effectively trap coyotes in the snowy mountains, operators need to choose locations where coyotes commonly pass through, such as animal tracks or water points. Placing traps in locations with deep snow helps hide the traps and increases the difficulty for wolves. When choosing a trap, choose a model that is built to be sturdy and capable of withstanding harsh weather conditions in snowy mountains. Most importantly, check the trap at least once a day to make sure it is still working properly and can catch coyotes. Each year, approximately 10,000 coyotes are harvested in the United States. Controlling them in snowy mountain regions through effective and appropriate measures is important to maintain ecological balance and ensure the well-being of both the environment and local communities. Despite their seemingly innocent appearance, white-tailed deer and wild boar are recognized as two of the most destructive wild animals. Coyotes also present a significant challenge for livestock owners. A 2021 report from farmers in Texas and California revealed that wild boar alone incurred losses of approximately $1.7 billion, with the vegetable production industry in California suffering losses of around $650 million due to wildlife foraging. While wild boar populations are found across various states, Texas hosts the largest number, with an estimated 3.5 to 4 million. Comprising nearly half of the nation's wild boar population, boars typically begin breeding at 6 months old, producing litters of 10 to 15 piglets annually. Animal-related agricultural losses amount to roughly $2.7 billion annually. Despite their woodland habitat, wild boar readily venture into fields when food is abundant, favoring vast expanses of crops like corn, vegetables, and wheat. They can wreak havoc on crops for weeks before departing. Consider the impact of a group of 25 wild boars invading and staying on a corn farm for a week. Considered highly detrimental invasive species, wild boars are often targeted for hunting and trapping without limits in most U.S. states to mitigate their impact on agriculture. Once trapped, they are often sold to restaurants. approximately 3 million wild boars are harvested annually. Yet their reproductive capabilities and adaptability ensure their persistence. Many farmers, accustomed to wild boar meat, dispose of carcasses without retrieval. In addition to wild boar, Texas is notorious for its white-tailed coyote population. With an estimated 36.7 million nationwide, however, the damage inflicted by white-tailed coyotes on American farmers surpasses that of wild boars. Both white-tailed coyotes and wild boars pose threats not only to agriculture, but also to ranchers. Measures such as hunting and culling are implemented to mitigate their impact. With some states permitting year-round hunting to manage wolf populations and safeguard agriculture.
Kill him. Kill him.
White-tailed deer share similarities with wild boar, often foraging near fields or crops when not roaming the forest. According to USDA estimates from June 2022, white-tailed deer cause approximately $2.5 billion in agricultural losses annually, accounting for 58% of crop failures and 33% of vegetable losses nationwide. Additionally, they contribute to numerous traffic accidents annually. The National Deer Association reports that approximately 6.3 million white-tailed deer are harvested annually, making them the most hunted animal in the U.S. Efforts to manage white-tailed deer populations aim to protect agricultural resources and mitigate their adverse effects. While white-tailed deer play a crucial role in the U.S. ecosystem and hold cultural significance, balancing species conservation with agricultural preservation remains a complex challenge. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Until next time. Wild boars are not only an environmental threat, but also pose a risk to public health, carrying dangerous diseases to humans and livestock. Faced with these challenges, people in North Carolina have taken extremely strong preventive measures, with trapping and hunting becoming the main solutions to control and reduce feral hog populations. Speaking of another nightmare, American farmers are facing a major challenge when it comes to dealing with a population of more than 9 million feral swine. These images became a haunting spectrum for the whole country, as well as a symbol of the difficulties the agricultural sector is facing. In the suburban and rural areas of Texas or California, life not only faces natural challenges such as flooding, but also losses from wildlife impacts. Wild boars, seemingly harmless, often invade gardens and are dangerous to agriculture. The uncontrolled proliferation of this animal species has a significant impact on the agricultural sector, posing risks to food safety and food supply. Each litter of wild boars can give birth to 6 to 12 cubs, and their high fertility and rapid reproduction rate pose a major challenge in controlling their numbers. Wild boars are not only wild creatures with high reproductive capacity, but also adapt flexibly in their diet. They tend to consume anything they encounter from plants, creating challenges for managers and having a major impact on the environment and agriculture. Let's explore together how people face this difficult reality and find effective solutions to protect their farms and gardens. Food for wild boars is very diverse, from radishes and potatoes to small insects. They can even carry food to feed themselves, making them formidable destroyers of farms and wildlife. Natural garden. Their ability to reproduce rapidly and lack of natural predators increases the risk of them controlling populations, creating a particular challenge for agricultural environments. And in just 30 years, the formidable wild boar species has rapidly expanded and occupied 39 states in the United States. American scientists have tried to support farmers in minimizing damage from wild boars in difficult situations. However, the problem remains a big challenge, as each wild boar can give birth to millions of babies each year, and they take over land quickly. One of the most effective management measures is wild boar hunting. Experienced hunters are licensed and take careful measures to ensure safety and effectiveness. Hunting wild boars not only helps control their numbers, but also provides a natural food source for the community. Wild boar meat has a unique flavor and is an important part of local cuisine. The feral hog situation in East Texas, where there are more than 2 to 5 million animals, costs about $2.1 billion annually nationwide and $118 million in Texas alone. Wild boars are not native and during the growing season they will forage for food, putting additional pressure on farmers. Please share how you manage the feral pig problem in your area in the comments section below, so we can learn and share solutions. To address this problem, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department implemented a wild boar hunting season in Texas. The destruction of wild boars is allowed using any legal means at any time of the day or night, including the use of night vision and thermal imaging devices. Wild boars have highly developed physical characteristics and hunting instincts. They can dig deep holes, harm livestock, and damage agricultural infrastructure. Male wild boars have long tusks and sharp teeth, enhancing their ferocity. Not only do they cause physical damage, wild boars also carry at least 30 pathogens and 37 types of parasites, creating a direct threat to human and animal health. To control wild boars, an integrated method is most effective, which includes the use of wild boar traps during control. These access traps are placed in areas where wild boars frequently pass through or frequently appear. The traps are carefully designed and placed to attract wild boars and retain them once they enter. The use of supporting equipment such as red cameras and surveillance cameras also plays an important role in this process. These devices help monitor and analyze wild boar behavior, thereby understanding their movement patterns and habits. Thanks to this, researchers and operators can make more accurate and effective decisions. Research on wild boar populations from 1992 to 2012 shows that wild boar numbers tend to continue to increase in the next 30 to 50 years. This situation poses the risk of feral pigs completely colonizing the environment in the United States, depending on the effective measures the country takes to meet the challenge of these dangerous feral hogs. There are many articles and reports about wolf incursions and attacks on cattle, sheep, and cattle farms. These scary stories really highlight the dangers not only for farmers but also for surrounding communities. To deal with this threat, the government had to take quick measures to stop the wolf invasion. Farmers must also find creative and effective solutions. An important part of this strategy is regularly checking areas where wolves are known to attack livestock. A special case is an outdoor beef farm facing a threat from wolves. In this situation, farmers have focused their efforts on extinguishing and stopping them before they can attack cows. Hunters played an important role in this fight against wolves. They discovered the situation promptly and prepared support equipment to hunt the wolves. They hid behind the cow feed storage area and began to observe the wolves. They fired a single shot accurately and carefully to ensure the safety of the cows, avoiding injury or death due to the wolf attack. They took down a wolf with precision and care. Time has proven that hunting wolves at night is the most effective solution to reduce pressure from wolves and protect farmers' farms and livestock. With an estimated 2,000 wolves per year, wolf hunting has become a drastic and effective measure, demonstrating the determination of farmers and hunters in dealing with the threat from wolves. Do you like the method? If so, leave number 3 in the comment section. Otherwise, leave number 4. Bears are one of the most powerful and attractive wild animals. They prefer to eat different types of nuts depending on the type of bear, which has prompted the development of safe and effective bear hunting methods to protect farms and settlements from danger. North American brown bears and black bears often enjoy eating chia seeds, pine nuts, walnuts, and hazelnuts. This hobby has created a unique opportunity to use them as bait to control bear populations and populated areas or farms to attract bears and ensure safety during hunting. Hanging grain bins properly is indispensable. Seeds should be hung approximately 2 to 3 meters above the ground to ensure easy access for bears. Additionally, they should also be placed out of sight of humans and livestock to avoid being detected by bears while they are eating. You should also choose areas with many bears to increase your chances of successful hunting at night when darkness covers the landscape, and bears often come to eat seeds at this time, making it an ideal time to conduct the hunt. This ensures that the hunter has the best chance of approaching the bear without attracting their attention. Snipers are popular weapons in bear hunting. Bear hunters are often equipped with scopes to increase accuracy and performance. In addition, the hunter's clothing also plays an important role in the bear hunting process. Wearing camo helps the hunter avoid being detected by the bear, creating favorable conditions for approaching the bear without attracting the attention of the animal. According to data from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, on average, about 10,000 bears are killed by humans each year in the U.S., of which about 20% are by hunters. Some popular bear hunting areas in the U.S. include forests in Alaska, Montana, and the mountain areas of Idaho, in California, Colorado, and Wyoming, as well as coastal areas in Oregon and Washington. As examples, Glacier National Forest in Montana is famous for hunting many of the bear's favorite prey. Bear hunting using favorite baits and methods, such as hanging large barrels from tree trunks, is an effective and safe method for managing bear populations and protecting farms or community areas. This method has been proven to be effective and has been successful. Applied in many parts of the world, including the United States, helps maintain natural balance and ensure the satisfaction of both humans and bears to deal with the invasion of wild bears and protect farms or residential areas. One of the safest and most effective measures is the use of cage traps, an important tool in controlling bear populations using weapons designed to safely capture and control bears. Hello, dear friends! By 2021, the U.S. will have about 2,900 beef processing plants across its territory. Every day, the United States produces about 27 million pounds of beef. That's a pretty big number that might surprise you. So, how do American farmers produce tens of millions of pounds of beef, and how much beef do American farmers consume? Let's explore this in the video. After the farm owner transports the cows to the processing plant, the cows are hung on hooks to begin the processing process. The cow hide will be separated for production at another processing stage, and the cow's organs and head will be removed. Half of the carcass is then sent to cold storage for a day. Now, the important step is to check the beef for marbling. To measure the grain most accurately, experts often measure the cut between the 12th and 13th ribs. After measuring the meat texture, half of the beef carcass will move to the next step. Each operation is performed skillfully and carefully. The bones are then removed, separating the meat from the ribs. This work is done using a knife and a special hook. This special factory produces 10,000 tons of meat per year, serving customer needs. The plant processes a variety of beef dishes, including seasoned meats, popular with American farmers. These processed meats offer convenience, and their prices are relatively good, in line with the wages of American farmers. The plant is one of the largest beef processing plants in the United States, where beef halves are meticulously inspected and labeled. Labeling is very important because only cuts of beef that meet meat quality standards are further processed and then delivered to consumers. Watching this video may help you feel more secure when buying and using beef cuts from the supermarket, because all cuts of beef, regardless of price, go through a careful quality inspection process. Most of the work at this plant is performed using vertical flow systems and modern machinery. The pieces of beef are hung up and run through each stage, divided into equal parts by the worker using a machine. The beef portions are then ready for cooking. Workers use protective gear safely and meticulously in each processing step. The separated pieces of meat look very delicious. Each piece is packaged, labeled, and exported to supermarkets and stores. Processing workers at American beef plants can earn salaries of up to $150,000 per year, with long-term employees even receiving higher salaries. If you want to work in such a processing plant, then it is a well-paying opportunity. Ground beef patties, commonly found in burgers, are also produced in large quantities at this plant. The method is very simple. The beef mixture, including lean meat and fat, is put into the machine and roasted evenly. Mechanical systems operate automatically without manual intervention. everyone. Florida's feral swine situation is one of the greatest challenges facing the U.S. agricultural industry, causing hundreds of millions of dollars in annual losses. Farms across the state are facing the risk of great loss when hundreds of millions of acres of agricultural products and thousands of livestock become subject to attack and disease spread. On June 20, 2022, a herd of feral hogs invaded a cornfield in Pasco, Florida, eating all the corn plants and rendering them irreparable. Mr. John Smith, the farm owner, revealed that the damage caused by wild boars amounted to more than $100,000 USD. This is the second time this year that wild boars have invaded his cornfield. African swine fever, also known as ASF, African swine fever, which is an acute infectious disease caused by a virus. This disease is capable of spreading from domestic pigs to wild boars and can even affect other animals such as bison. ASF is known for its high mortality rate of up to 100%, posing a serious threat to the swine industry worldwide. Diseases such as ASF, foot and mouth disease, FMD, and brosis can not only be transmitted within the pig population, but can also be transferred to other animals and even to humans. This not only causes heavy economic losses, but also poses great risks to public health and the environment. Controlling and preventing the spread of these diseases has become a top priority to protect the agricultural industry and ensure the safety of both livestock and people. To solve the problem, Florida farmers have developed fences about 6 feet high, made of galvanized wire. This method has proven effective in containing wild boars and is especially important for stopping the spread of infectious diseases such as ASF, helping to protect the agricultural sector and local economies. The posts are approximately 8 feet high, made from wood or metal, providing support to ensure the fence's durability and stability. The steel mesh is fixed to the support tree with nails or bolts, forming a strong load-bearing system. Farmers in Florida can install fences themselves or hire professional companies to do the work. In the case of self-installation, it is important to ensure that the fence is set up properly for optimal performance. According to the latest report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, as of December 2023, farmers in the state of Florida have built wire mesh fences around approximately 1.5 million acres of agricultural land, including small farms and fields, large, with an estimated construction cost of about $2 billion USD. This effort marks an important step forward in protecting crops and livestock from feral hog infestations. Driving at night is an interesting and effective method of hunting feral hogs favored by Florida farmers. Groups of hunters often move in trucks or SUVs, are fully equipped with tools and equipment necessary for hunting, especially headlights that help hunters have the ability to detect wild boars in the dark. facilitating favorable conditions for hunting. Once the group sights the target, the hunter deploys shooting techniques to ensure effectiveness and accuracy. The United States Department of Agriculture reports that each year, Florida farmers successfully kill about 250,000 feral hogs using this hunting method. Before starting, hunters often prepare a series of important equipment of which a radiator is an indispensable item. Ensuring all equipment is in good working order is important to avoid unwanted problems during your hunting journey. The first step is to use diffused lights to investigate fields in the dark and locate wild boar. Wild boars are often active at night to search for food, creating favorable conditions for hunting. After determining the location of the wild boar, the hunter will proceed to the hunting step, using hunting tools carefully to ensure accuracy and efficiency. Usually, people participating in this activity are professional farmers or people with experience in the field of hunting. The hunting process is carried out and steps are taken to ensure efficiency and safety. According to estimates by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, about 200,000 feral hogs are killed each year due to night hunting in Florida. Hunting wild boar at night is not only entertaining but also an effective method of controlling wild boar populations. However, the colony, to ensure the success and safety of the hunter, needs to follow some important rules. Safety is always the top priority here, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. Around using hunting equipment needs to be done carefully and avoid unnecessary dangers. Complying with local laws is important to avoid unwanted legal problems. Hunters must also pay attention to their surroundings, limit negative impacts on nature, and avoid polluting or destroying the environment. When it comes to pork, everyone probably thinks of one of the most popular foods around the world. However, few people know that behind the delicious sausages and good quality meat, There is a complex and secret process of raising pigs and processing meat. Let's learn about these modern techniques and technologies now. Starting on a modern pig farm in the United States, we see the combination of innovation and automation in caring for pigs. The feeding system is designed to be flexible and precise, using conveyors to deliver feed based on each pig's specific needs. Intelligent calculation techniques ensure adequate food supply in sufficient quantity and quality for each stage of pig development. The drinking system is also very advanced, with water sprays designed individually for each pig. The ability to adjust the height of the spray helps create a comfortable and convenient drinking environment, keeping each pig hydrated and healthy. The barn area is not only a place for pigs to rest, but also a comfortable and safe living environment. The spacious and airy design helps each pig have private space. Soundproofing systems help maintain stable temperatures, optimizing animal comfort. The automatic cleaning system is a particularly important feature, helping to keep the environment not only clean but also reduce the risk of infection. Advanced lighting and temperature control systems ensure that every living condition is optimized to promote healthy pig growth. Automation helps adjust temperature and lighting depending on the stage of development, creating the ideal environment for the rapid and healthy growth of pigs. This modern pig farm in the United States is not only a large source of pigs, but also a symbol of innovation and efficiency in animal agriculture. This model has spread to many countries in Europe, America, and Asia, proving that investing in technology and automation not only brings benefits in terms of productivity and efficiency, but also ensures food safety, products, and environmental protection. However, to achieve these results, farmers must face challenges such as high initial investment costs, high technical requirements, and large capital needs to operate. These challenges are nevertheless opportunities for investment and commitment to innovation and sustainability in the swine industry. After piglets are born, caring for and protecting their health is an important process to ensure healthy development and minimize the risk of diseases. Piglets need vaccination and special care after being separated from their mothers. Vaccination against swine flu is administered at 7 days and 21 days, followed by swine flu vaccine at 21 days and 42 days, and finally swine typhoid vaccine at 42 days and 63 days. Piglets also need to be dewormed at 7 days and 21 days. After being separated, piglets from 28 to 35 days old need to be moved to a separate area with guaranteed conditions such as spacious, airy, clean, and dry space. This area should have complete equipment such as feeding tubes, drinking tubes, lighting and heating systems if needed. Caring for piglets after separation requires attention and creativity on the part of the farmer. Ensuring adequate and balanced food supply and ensuring clean drinking water. Maintaining cage hygiene is important to prevent the spread of diseases. The pork processing industry is not just a simple process, but a close combination of technical factors, food safety, and quality management. The process begins when pigs are transported to the processing plant by specialized vehicles, which impose high requirements on vehicle hygiene and check the health and quality of the pigs before entering the factory. The processing method is carefully chosen, either by electrocution or neck injury, with preference given to the electrocution method because it causes less pain to the pig, reduces stress, and maintains meat quality. Meat processing must be quick and efficient because any delay can affect the quality of the final product. Pigs are processed into many different dishes such as bacon, and sausages. According to statistics from the American Organic Agriculture Association, the average price of an organic pig globally is about $1.5 USD per pound, about 2.5 times higher than conventional organic pork. Organic pork is often consumed through organic food stores and high-end restaurants. This type of meat is often processed into many different dishes to meet diverse needs in the market. The largest Iberian black pig farm in Spain, Monte Nevado, is located in the Zamas and Extremadura regions. The farm has a long history of development, dating back to 1920 when it was founded by the Lopez Calvo family. Initially, the farm only occupied a small area, but with the family's efforts and passion, it became one of the largest Iberian black pig farms worldwide. Although the farm's area is 1,700 acres, what is special is not only its size but also its smart and sustainable management. Monte Novato not only focuses on expanding the area, but also focuses on the quality and living conditions of the pigs. The Iberian black pig breeding area in Monte Novato is famous for its mild climate and rich food sources. The mild climate helps pigs grow healthily and achieve good meat quality. Grain source feed creates a complete and natural nutritional diet for pigs, while also creating a unique flavor for the Iberian black pig breed. Currently, Monte Novato takes care of about 34,000 Iberian black pigs using natural farming methods. Priority is given to the forest to care for and weed the pigs for 12 to 18 months, ensuring optimal weight and quality before slaughter. The average annual temperature is about 16 degrees Celsius, with cool summers and warm winters, providing ideal conditions for Iberian black pig production. This helps create a favorable environment that supports the natural environment and growth process of the pigs. The result is extremely superior meat quality. In addition to the Monte Novato farm, Spain also has many other farms specializing in raising Iberian black pigs, especially concentrated in the west and southwest regions of the country, creating a stable and diverse supply of Iberian black pigs globally. Iberian black pigs are given the privilege of moving freely, searching for food and water. A natural lifestyle and true to their nature is an important factor. Pigs are allowed to move freely and forage in the morning and evening, when they can enjoy their meals under the sunset. This provides many benefits, including improvements in health and strengthening of the pig's immune system. The quality of pork is significantly improved, and exposure to natural foods makes the meat flavorful and rich in omega-3 fatty acids. This not only benefits the health of consumers, but also helps save costs of the pig farming process. The final stage of the breeding process, from 12 to 18 months of age, is an important period. During this period, pigs need nutritional supplements to develop muscle and accumulate fat, while ensuring optimal meat quality. Pig feed is carefully selected and diets include pig feed and plaque, made from grain sources such as corn, barley, and wheat. This creates a varied and attractive diet for Iberian black pigs. Entering the breeding period from November to February, when daylight increases, Iberian black pigs prepare to become pregnant for about 115 days. Each male gives birth to about 10 to 12 offspring, and they are carefully cared for in a closed farm. Piglets drink enough mothers Milk for about 45 to 60 days before moving to a separate care area. It is estimated that every year, there are about 1 million Iberian black pigs born around the world, of which Spain accounts for about 80% of the total global production. Iberian black ham is not only a symbol of sophistication and distinctive taste, but is also the result of a special production process. After a careful selection process, the ham leg begins to be salted, not only to preserve the meat, but also to cook it step by step, creating the delicious flavor typical of the Iberian black pig. Through the preservation and drying process, Iberian black hams are produced of outstanding quality. Their preservation ability is very impressive. They can be stored for 3 to 5 years without losing quality. In 2022 alone, Spain recorded a ham production about 488,000 tons, of which Iberian black pig ham accounted for about 25% of the total production. We are grateful that you took the time to watch this video. If you are working in the pig industry and are experiencing specific difficulties, please share with us any issues you are facing. This will help us better understand the needs of our community and assist us in creating meaningful and useful videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to ask questions or share your opinions. In the field of smoking, organic pork is a symbol of delicious and rich flavor. The production process begins by dividing the pork carcass into different parts, such as shredded meat, pork shoulder meat, and thigh meat. This process requires skill in cutting and dividing each part of the carcass. The shredded meat is then separated from the meat, and the pork belly is selected for further bacon production. During the bacon processing process, the pork belly is harvested and spread on a conveyor belt to ensure even meat. Pig skin is also separated from the pork belly, creating a dish prepared for further processing. This pork belly bacon is a unique and high-quality product that imparts a distinctive flavor to food products. Organic pork products often command high prices due to careful care and processing, and they are often popular in the organic food market and customer groups that demand high quality. The next step in the smoking process ensures uniformity and tenderness of the pork belly. The pork belly is then put through a stamping machine to ensure uniformity and softness. Pork belly is washed with water to remove impurities and retain its natural flavor after being processed. The stretcher belly was hung on a cart and taken to the smoke room. The smoke room is heated with wood chips such as oak, musket, and hacker, creating a delicious aroma. Smoked pork is smoked for about 8 to 12 hours at an ideal temperature of 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. After completing the smoking process, the pork is cooled to maintain flavor and deliciousness. Depending on the country, the process of smoking meat takes different amounts of time. For example, American-style bacon requires 8 to 12 hours with oak or hickory, while in Germany the process takes 12 to 24 hours with oak or hickory. In Korea, smoking time is 6 to 8 hours with oak or pine wood. Finally, the bacon is carefully cut, packaged and delivered to consumers. According to the American Society of Agriculture, by 2022, total global bacon production is expected to reach about 2.5 million tons, with the United States taking the leading position with production of about 1.5 million tons. Consumption of bacon is also high, with total consumption around 2.7 million tons. The United States is the world's largest consumer of bacon, with consumption of approximately 1.6 million tons. The process of producing bacon is not only an art of processing, but also a delicate combination of tradition and modern technology. This brings quality and delicious baked products to consumers' mouths. Do you like to eat pork sausage? If so, please comment yes below and let me know. Pork sausage, a popular dish worldwide, is not only delicious but also requires a technical processing process to ensure quality and unique flavor. The main ingredient to make sausage is pork, usually young meat or fatty meat. At the same time, spices such as salt, pepper, sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, and additives such as wheat flour, tapioca starch, and turmeric powder are also used to create a unique flavor. Pork is pureed using a specialized meat grinder, depending on the type of sausage you want to make. The fineness of the meat can be adjusted to create a sausage with the appropriate elasticity or softness required. The meat mixture is then mixed well with spices and additives to create a uniform and characteristic flavor. The meat mixture is put into the intestines of animals that have been washed and soaked in dilute salt water for disinfection. Bringing the meat into the intestines tightly and evenly helps create a beautiful and attractive shape for the sausage. The sausage is then formed to the desired size and shape and can be steamed or steamed to cook. Steaming helps sausages retain their delicious flavor and attractive color, while steaming keeps them moist and delicious. The sausages are then cooled and stored in the refrigerator or freezer. Storage time is usually 1 week in the refrigerator and 2 to 3 months in the freezer. Sausage prices typically range from $9.84 to $19.75 per pound, according to the United States Food and Agriculture Organization. Every year, the world consumes about 1.5 million tons of pork sausage. The United States and Vietnam are two major consuming countries, with Vietnam at around 200,000 tons per year. In the United States, wild boars are found in most states, with an estimated population of around 6 million. They pose a major threat to agriculture in the U.S., causing billions of dollars in damage each year. Wild boars are omnivores and can damage all types of crops, including rice, corn, potatoes, yams, as well as various vegetables and fruits. They are also capable of digging and disrupting irrigation systems, roads, and other agricultural structures. Another consequence of the unfavorable situation with wild boars is serious water pollution in many water sources. As wild boars freely roam in search of food, they can dig deep into the ground, making water sources increasingly dirty and polluted. This poses a threat to the sustainability of water systems, ecosystem structures, and adds more challenges for farmers and resource managers. Hunting wild boars is a proposed solution to control the increasing wild boar population. This approach has been implemented in many countries worldwide, including the United States. Wild boar hunting needs to be carried out by experienced hunters equipped with the necessary gear. Before the hunt, hunters need to thoroughly understand the terrain and gather information from local residents to predict the behavior of wild boars. Hunting teams are divided into multiple groups, each strategically positioned. When wild boars appear, the teams coordinate closely to capture the prey. Hunting dogs play a crucial role in tracking the traces of wild boars. They not only help locate and pursue the prey, but can also prevent a wild boar from escaping before it has a chance. The cleverness of hunters at strategic positions ensures that no boar can escape their attention. Using sophisticated hunting tools, it is expected that around 95 million wild boars will be captured in the U.S. Although the wild boar population continues to increase, deploying various measures will be a wise decision.
Gördüm.
In 2023, hunters in the U.S. captured approximately 9 million wild boars. However, the number of wild boars is still increasing rapidly, requiring the implementation of various measures to control this animal species. The captured wild boars are processed and donated to other regions as gifts. These solutions have proven effective in controlling the proliferation of invasive species. Apart from hunting, there are other measures that can be applied to control wild boars, such as constructing barrier fences to prevent their intrusion into cultivated areas, planting crops resistant to wild boars, and using pesticides to deter them. Researching and developing safe and effective preventive measures against wild boars is also essential. In Texas alone, an estimated 830,000 boars are harvested each year through hunting and trapping. While wild boar is very common in states like Texas, California, or Mississippi, trapping a few whiteboards is not easy for most people. You can see the board trap by watching the video very easily on YouTube. But if you are not an experienced person in this field, you can completely walk away empty-handed after setting traps all day. Wild boars are intelligent animals and can quickly learn to avoid traps and other methods of hunting. They are also noisy animals that can easily warn other wild boars in the area when they sense danger. Do you believe that one solution is better than another? If so, please share your opinions and perspectives below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel and follow upcoming videos. Share this video with your friends so they can also have the opportunity to watch and enjoy. In Australia, an ongoing crisis unfolds as thousands of foxes relentlessly attack, posing a severe threat to both the community and the agricultural sector, even endangering the lives of residents. Join Cat Farm in exploring the ingenious strategies devised by Australian farmers to confront these vicious foxes and witness the challenges of taming these cunning predators. This journey delves not only into the fundamental nature of fox predation, but also illustrates the significant threats they pose to agriculture, particularly the profound impact on poultry and sheep farming. In a continuous effort, both the government and farmers unite in the battle to safeguard livelihoods and minimize economic losses caused by the relentless attacks of foxes. The poultry and sheep farming sectors are heavily impacted by the constant attacks from foxes. The scenario of chickens and flocks of sheep being preyed upon not only results in economic losses, but also affects the food supply and stability of farmers. Not only do they attack chickens during the day, but even in the darkness of night, foxes launch sophisticated attacks on farms, causing the peaceful atmosphere of night sleep to crack. These tricky hunts not only bring economic losses to farmers, but also destroy mental peace. Areas near forests or wilderness become hot spots, where foxes boldly enter to hunt for food. In seconds, they work in groups, overcoming long distances to reach their goals. With their intelligence and sophisticated hunting techniques, foxes are not only clever hunters, but also flexible characters, transforming according to diverse environments to ensure a constant source of food. Foxes not only pose a threat to pets and livestock, but also present a challenge to social security in 2023. Mary, a 50-year-old woman from the city of Melbourne, encountered a terrifying incident when attacked by a fox. In the chaos of the encounter, Mary faced the ferocity of the fox, resulting in severe injuries to her neck and arms. Fortunately, she survived, but the physical and psychological consequences persist, amplifying her daily feelings of fear and pain. This journey not only helps us understand the predatory nature of foxes, but also takes us deeper into the significant threats they pose. The diversity of foxes' diets, from carnivores to seed eaters, coupled with their versatile hunting abilities, create complex challenges in maintaining balance in the natural environment. These aspects not only alter ecological dynamics, but also exert enormous influence on species within the ecological system. In the face of relentless fox attacks, Australian farmers have had to devise unique strategies to safeguard their livestock and land. The ingenuity and creativity manifest in the development of robust security measures, ranging from anti-intrusion fences to sophisticated surveillance systems. In addition, in Australian agriculture, they also use spring traps, which have proven to be highly effective, providing simplicity and ease of use, with the added benefit of being reusable many times. To implement a successful strategy, farmers must prepare meticulously, ensuring they have all the necessary tools such as spring traps, bait, and rope. There are many types of spring traps suitable for the size and weight of the fox. The process of setting traps is simple but requires caution and strategic thinking. Have you ever used this fox trapping method? Or do you have another method? Don't forget to leave your comments below to let us know. In using traps to control the fox population, livestock farmers need a strategic approach in choosing trap locations. They often place traps along the frequent paths of foxes or in areas where they commonly search for food. Regularly setting traps, around 2 to 3 times per week, has yielded positive results in fox population control. However, this process requires careful attention and adherence to specific principles. Safety always takes precedence when using traps, and they must be positioned in safe locations, out of reach of children and other animals. Additionally, regular trap inspections are crucial to ensure they function correctly and do not pose risks to humans or other animals. For example, a farmer in New South Wales has achieved success by placing traps in areas where foxes frequently appear, significantly reducing unwanted encounters with them. This not only protects livestock, but also enhances safety and effectiveness in fox control efforts. Fox hunting is not only a recreational activity, but also a crucial measure to control the fox population, especially in rural areas facing challenges in managing wild animals, such as the regions of New South Wales, Victoria, and Queensland. Here, foxes often intrude and cause losses to farms and orchards. Hunters need to be equipped with complete hunting tools, including rifles, scopes, and flexible mobility equipment. for the rural environment. Even in large cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, foxes can appear near residential areas, causing disturbances and threatening both pets and wildlife. In this context, fox hunting becomes not only a control solution, but also a way to protect people and livestock from the negative impacts of their unwanted presence. The combination of expert location selection, hunting skills, and the use of quality gear is the key to successfully controlling fox populations and protecting their environment. Farmers use dogs proactively to control and deal with foxes, especially in protecting sheep and poultry. There are specially trained breeds, such as herding dogs and fox hunting dogs, to perform specific tasks. They have the ability to track the scent and sound of foxes, helping farmers locate and capture them effectively. In addition, guard dogs with aggressive and loyal personalities help prevent the intrusion of foxes and protect the farm area. Warning signals from dogs also play a crucial role, enabling farmers to recognize the presence of foxes and take timely measures. The collaboration between humans and dogs has become an effective method in maintaining safety and protecting farm assets from the threat of foxes. Hello, dear friends! Brahman cattle are not just giant, but also considered the most valuable breed in the United States. With weights reaching thousands of pounds, they stand out as a top choice for export to modern countries worldwide, contributing significantly to the annual income of the livestock industry with thousands of dollars. So, how do farmers in the United States care for and transport Brahman cattle globally? Let's explore these fascinating aspects in the video below. Have you ever heard of the Brahman cattle breed before? If you have, please leave a 1 to let us know. Brahman cattle in the United States are recognized as a giant breed, renowned for their ability to thrive in hot and humid climates, especially in the southern states. These cattle not only captivate with their strong physical appearance, but also play a crucial role in the livestock industry in the United States, particularly on suburban farms. When mature, Brahman bulls can weigh from 1,500 to 2,000 pounds, while mature Brahman cows typically weigh between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds. These cattle are often allowed to graze in nearby grass fields, living in areas enclosed by fences to prevent them from wandering off. Farms regularly harvest fresh grass and dry feed to provide a balanced diet, combining concentrates and rubage to ensure overall health and development. The use of feed mixing machinery enhances efficiency, reducing the need for manual labor and cutting costs. Every day, they are released into the grass fields for a few hours, allowing them to move freely and forage for food. Farms with large herds often use natural grazing methods. Brahman cattle farms are expansive, with ample green grass and trees. Brahman cows graze freely on these grasslands, enjoying both nature and freedom. They can forage for food according to their preferences, and farm owners often guide them to surrounding grassy areas to diversify their diet. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, the cattle population in the United States is estimated to reach around 90 million in 2023, highlighting the significant role of the cattle industry in the country's agricultural economy. For exports, transport trucks arrive at farms early in the morning when temperatures are cool and humidity is good to ensure safety during transport. Brahman cows will be placed in the compartments of the transport vehicle, where they will have comfortable space to reach their destination safely. Auctions, such as the Bull Brahman auction, play an important role in preparing for export to foreign countries. These auctions not only help traders determine the value of their cows, but also provide an opportunity for them to find suitable buyers for their excellent cows. Usually held in the spring when Brahman cows reach their best weight and quality, Brahman cow auctions are often organized by Brahman cattle breeding associations or cow trading companies. The average price of each Brahman bull at auction fluctuates around $1,500. Methods of transporting cows include ocean transport, in which cows are transported in large compartments on ships for approximately 2 to 4 weeks. Each year, the United States transports about 50,000 cows by sea, earning about $500 million. The air transport method, which has twice the revenue of the sea transport method, involves placing cows in ventilated wooden boxes in the aircraft cabin, taking about 1 to 2 hours for the entire process. Brahman cattle, known for their adaptability and resistance to a variety of climates, play a particularly important role in the livestock industry. They are the result of crossbreeding between Zebu and Taurian cattle, appearing in the United States since 1885. Their export has contributed to tropical areas around the world, with Australia being a popular destination. Variable. In short, Brahman cattle play an important role in the global livestock industry. Meticulous planning and innovative transportation methods highlight the adaptability and special characteristics of Brahman cattle, making them a valuable asset to farmers around the world. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you are facing challenges on the farm or encounter difficulties, please share them in the comments section below. Your feedback will help us create content tailored to your specific needs. Thanks for watching. Hello, dear friends. Many countries around the world are also facing a significant challenge with the increasing population of wild boars. Italy is one such country where the wild boar population has surged in recent years. So, how do Italian farmers and hunters cope with millions of these wild animals? Let's explore in this video. If you find this information interesting, please leave a comment with the number 1 below. Wild boar populations in Italy, Canada, and the United States are increasing, posing challenges in managing wildlife populations. In Italy, the wild boar population has nearly doubled over the past decade, reaching 1 million in 2022 from 500,000 in 2010. Similar trends have been observed in Canada and the United States. The sudden increase in the wild boar population in Italy is attributed to the development of abandoned agricultural land, providing additional food sources and shelter for wild pigs. However, this population growth also brings negative consequences, as wild boars pose threats to agriculture, livestock, and traffic. They cause extensive damage to crops by consuming grass, grains, and other crops, leading to significant agricultural losses. Moreover, wild boars can attack livestock, especially piglets, and cause traffic accidents while crossing roads. According to the Italian farmers' organization called Red Wild Boars, wild boars cause €100 million in damage each year to the agricultural sector in Italy. These damages include losses from crop destruction, attacks on livestock, and traffic accidents. To address these challenges, Italian farmers and hunters have implemented various measures. Wild boar hunting is a crucial strategy for controlling their population. It is conducted throughout the year, adhering to government regulations in Italy. There are two main types of hunting: seasonal hunting, usually occurring from September to December, when wild boars are most active in planned hunting according to government schedules. Targeting areas where wild boars cause the most damage. Before engaging in hunting, Italian farmers often take initial measures, such as planting unattractive crops, using sturdy fences and selecting fruit and vegetable varieties that are not preferred by wild boars. In addition to hunting, in Italy, traps are also used to capture wild boars. The trapping process usually takes place during the day when wild boars are less active. Traps are strategically placed in areas frequented by wild boars, such as forests, grasslands, and agricultural fields. The trap teams regularly inspect and, when capturing wild boars, harvest and relocate them. These traps are deployed in both rural and urban areas to protect fields and property from the damage caused by wild boars. Can significantly decrease the interest of wild boars in these areas. Regular garbage collection, especially in rural and suburban areas, is also an effective way to reduce the food supply for these animals. While efforts to manage the wild boar population continue, farmers and hunters in Italy are committed to seeking innovative and effective solutions. The battle against wild boars requires collaboration, dedication, and ongoing research to achieve sustainable results. The battle against invasive species is not unique to Italy. By a wealthy individual named Thomas Austin. However, this event marked the beginning of a new chapter in the country's animal history. Since then, the uncontrolled explosion in the rabbit population has had serious negative impacts on both nature and agriculture. This issue has not only caused headaches for the government, but also posed significant challenges for many farmers in finding solutions and measures to prevent the rabbit's proliferation. Over the past 100 years, Australian governments and farmers have implemented various measures to control the rabbit population. These measures include building fences, destroying rabbit burrows, and deploying biological control methods, such as infecting rabbits with viruses and releasing them into the wild. However, due to favorable living conditions and rapid reproduction rates, the rabbit population continues to increase unchecked, despite efforts to eradicate them. Female rabbits typically start reproducing at just 5 to 6 months old. Today, female rabbits in Australia can produce up to 4 litters a year, with each litter typically consisting of 7 to 10 offspring. The young rabbits live in burrows for a long time and only leave when their mothers feel safe. They are nursed for about 4 weeks before they start eating other food. According to research by the Australian Pest Animal Control CRC, an estimated 287 million rabbits live in Australia, with around 177 million born each year. As of now, hundreds of millions of rabbits have been distributed across every territory in Australia and can be found wherever there is grass and suitable nesting sites. Rabbits are a preferred prey for carnivorous animals such as feral dogs. Feral cats and foxes. Although the number of rabbits killed each year by predators is small compared to the total rabbit population in Australia, it still has a significant impact on the ecosystem. After about 4 to 5 weeks, these young rabbits will stop nursing and begin a new independent life. They will search for food wherever they can find it, from backyards to gardens or open fields. Essentially, almost any place in Australia can be an ideal habitat for these adaptable animals, except for areas with a lot of clay and sand, such as in the northern and southern regions of the continent. Currently, New South Wales, Queensland, and Victoria are the states with the largest rabbit populations, with New South Wales alone having about 65 million rabbits. Here are some of the negative impacts caused by the hundreds of millions of rabbits. One significant impact is the depletion of Australia's natural grass resources due to the overdispersion of rabbits. A mature rabbit can consume up to 7% of its body weight in grass each day, leading to a decrease in grass availability for other animal species. Rabbits also threaten around 322 different plant and animal species, resulting in significant economic losses for the Australian government, estimated at over $215 million annually. Australia's rabbit population has reached a record high, exceeding the country's human population by over 11 times. This not only poses a major challenge to ecology, but also threatens the country's agriculture. The nesting habits of millions of Australian rabbits also have serious consequences, from erosion to the destruction of natural landscapes where they live. This also creates unnecessary competition with native animal species, especially as the rabbit population continues to grow. To address this issue, the Australian government has approved rabbit hunting without limits on the number of rabbits that can be killed. Furthermore, organized rabbit hunting is encouraged to reduce the pressure of this invasive species on the natural environment. In summary, similar to the issue of feral pigs in the United States, the rabbit problem in Australia will continue to be a major challenge for both the government and farmers for many years to come. They will need to continuously search for and implement effective control measures to prevent the proliferation of this invasive species. In addition to rabbits, feral cats are also an invasive species that have caused many negative impacts on Australia's ecosystem, with millions of feral cats existing in Australia. They have caused significant declines in many other animal species, from birds to small mammals. Catching and killing feral cats is the most common method of controlling their spread. So, we have seen the significant impact of the invasion of rabbits and feral cats on both Australia's nature and agriculture. If you enjoy such videos, please leave your comments in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching this video.